So welcome to another interesting HackerRank challenge, and today we are going to reverse a doubly linked list. Now this is about the same like the reversing a singly linked list, except that we just need to add one or two lines of code more. Let me now show you in my whiteboard how it actually works. So let me go to my whiteboard. Now this is a doubly linked list. Now you can try to do a brute force method like taking all these items, inserting them into a stack, and then pop out all the items in the stack, and also it's going to give you this linked list reversed from the back. But that will give you other maybe n squared and uses maybe n space. But in this case, we want to do this in linear time. So what we are going to do in this case, let me grab this block. So we are going to take this item, we are going to swap the previous and the next, pointer. So this is the previous pointer. Remember, a linked list have a previous pointer and a next pointer. So what we are going to do, we are going to grab this node, swap the previous and the next, and move to the next one, swap the previous and the next, and continue all the way until we come to this place, and then we return the previous, right? So that's basically it. So again, we need three pointers: pointer to the previous, to the current, and to the next. So let me start these three pointers. I'm going to use a blue pen. So we need three pointers. I'm going to call it prev. So let me just set up these three pointers. All right, so these basically the three pointers we need. So we are going to start a while loop that checks while there is a node. So while there is a current node. So while current node, of course you can say while current node is not null, but it's all the same. Now we are going to first detach this next node. So we are going to kind of detach this place so that we preserve it, so that we don't actually overwrite anything. So to do that, to detach the next node, we are going to save it in next node. Next node equals current node dot next. So we've detached it for now, and we're also going to save the prev node, which is whatever is here. We're also going to save it because this current node could be anything here. So let's save the next and save the previous as well, so that we don't overwrite them by mistake. I hope you understand. So I'm going to say prev node is equal to current node dot prev. All right, so we've saved both sides of the node. So we are now ready to play around with this node. So to do that, Python allows us to use one line to do a swap. So you don't need a temporary variable to do a swap. So I'm simply going to come here and say car node dot next is equal to car node dot prev. So this is simply going to do car node dot next and prev node dot next is going to just swap it around, just spin it around. And this is exactly what we've achieved. Remember, this part of the list still remains, and this previous part still remains. So we are now going to move this box. We're now going to move this box here. We're going to take it away from here and move it to this part. So that's what we are going to do in the next two lines of code. So let me just write it. So we are now going to say prev node becomes the car node, and the car node shifts onto the next node. Remember, we preserve the next node, so next node. So this is as simple as it is, and then we are simply going to return. Remember, when this loop exits, the current node is null, so we are not going to return null. We are going to return the prev node, right? Because this car node at the exit of this loop becomes null, so we are not going to return car node. We are going to return the prev node. So once we are here, we are going to return this pointer, or this node is going to now point backwards. So I'm going to just say return prev node, And this is the end of this challenge. So let me go to HackerRank. I'm going to speed up this video. I'm going to write this exactly the code. I'm not changing anything. It's not a pseudocode. It's a Python code, and I'm going to write it exactly the way I've explained it right here. So let me go to HackerRank, and I'm going to kind of speed up the video as I write. Right, so this is how it goes, and it is actually not more than this. This code is quite elegant. I'm gonna run it. Let's just run it to make sure it works, because we can just do something and it doesn't work. But let's just make sure it works, and let's see. Okay, so we have an error. It says time limit. All right, so you can see there's an error here. So we have brief node is equal to core node, and core node is equal to, should be equal to next node. So that is where the problem is coming from. That's just a simple typo. So let me run again. And it passes the 3 test cases. Says congratulations, and let's go submit. Let's see if it passes the remaining test cases. And it passes all of them as well. As you can see, everything is green. So I'm going to be stopping here. I'd like to thank you for viewing. I give you a thumbs up for being there. And also please remember to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any challenges or you want to leave me a comment, that would be great. So we see in the next part. I remain Kind on the Tech Pro, and I'm always there for you.